Hey guys, in this video I will summarize the OpenAI 12 days release. I call it release because it do release something for consumer and developer. I think most of them are for the consumer and just a few of them for the developer. I don't like that because I want they could release more stuff for the developer. So let's start. So the first day they release the O1. The O1 is officially released. They released the preview before the first day. This one could process the screenshot, Photoshop, web page, any input. It's kind of like a multi-mode input for the input. The O1 is much smarter because it think more time. It take more time. But a result is still you cannot trust that it may right, it may not right, it's not 100% right. It just think about more time. The next day, I mean the day 9, they also say they support the API, which is good. So we could use the O1 in our own application or in our own project. So this one is most likely focus on the consumer side. If you need to use the O1 very often, like if you are a researcher, you probably could use the O1. If you want to use it very often, like every day, you need to use like hundreds of times. You probably could upgrade your ChatGPT version to the Pro version, which is $200. But for me and for most of developer, I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to use O1 very often. By the way, it is very slow, this one. Next day, they talk about the fine-tuning, the reinforcement fine-tuning. Compared with the previous one, I think the main concern about this one is they could only use very few sample to do the training, but before that you have to use thousands of sample. This one you could only use dozens of sample. I did not test this. I will do more test later. Say if we could training our model or improve the model by like dozens of sample. I don't know what's the result would be or how good it will be. I will do more test for this one. This one is for the developer. Day 3, I highlighted the day 3 because this is a very nice feature. This also for the not for the developer. This also for consumer. But they don't have the API, which I don't like. I have in my project, I use the text to image, text to video. I use a wrong way to do that. If Sora support that, I probably could switch to use the Sora, which is much faster. I was trying to use Clean, but Clean is very slow. So I use text to image by the Clean. This one is very fast. And after that, I use the image to the video. So if you type something over here, first thing I convert to the image by Clean, and then I use that image to convert the video, which works much faster. So if Sora could support the API, I could just use Sora to do this one in my application. Yeah, I hopefully they could give us the API, so I could switch to my application. I probably will create some demo how to do that, but right now I don't know how to do that since they don't release that. The next day they release the canvas. This one is not very close to the developer. It's also for the consumer. You could do the cooperation with the OpenAI or with the ChatGPT. You could share the kind of like share your whiteboard, so that you could make things better together, something like that. Cooperation with the AI, I would say. The next one is for the integration of the ChatGPT for the Apple Intelligence. I did not test this one. This one also for the consumer. My Apple account have some problem. I am not able to access that. So I think this one they are just trying to make you use the ChatGPT easier than before. So I think they don't have anything new, just a new way to use the ChatGPT. Next one, day 6. They talk about the real-time screen share, advanced video conversation. It's also for the consumer, not for the developer. But even right now, you could do this. I have a sample. Did for this. I could use the function call to open the iPhone camera and ask the OpenAI what you can see in my screen. Basically, I just do a screenshot and send a screenshot to the chat to the OpenAI, and OpenAI will tell me what in the screen. So even you don't have this one, we still could use the OpenAI API to implement this one. But I still prefer they release this for the developer, so we could use this feature natively. We don't need to do a screenshot and send it to the OpenAI, because these are the different API set. Next one, day 7 is a project. This also for the consumer. I guess they implement this by the rack. You could do this by yourself. Just use the rack, this feature. The project could help you organize your material or use your files. So they put there together. They have the context. They could OpenAI, ChatGPT could understand your project better. I did not use this very often. I was trying. But I think I manage my project by I use Jira or use some other stuff to manage my project. I don't think I will use this one to manage my project or manage my personal project. I don't think this is that useful. Next one about the search function. This one, before they release this, you also could do this. I have the AI online in my project. I have the AI online search. So if you ask something, if you ask like the price of the stock, so it will do the search, do the internet search. It will get you the current price or the recent stuff. You could do this by yourself. You could do this the same as you do from here, or right now ChatGPT also supports this one, so you could do the same thing. I think the ChatGPT doing better. They also return the chart. So if you're doing something, the OpenAI is also doing this thing. I would like not do that, because OpenAI will ChatGPT will doing better than yourself. Yeah, I think that is the this is for the search functionality. The next one is day 9, which is very important for the developer, which is very good for the developer. First thing, the O1 supports the API. So if you have some very difficult problem, like the education stuff, if you are doing the education application, yeah, like trying to training the student doing something, I would like use the O1, because this one will think harder. Next one for me is very nice. It supports the WebRTC for the real-time API. I create a whole bunch of the video for this one. I think a lot of people interested with the real-time API and I did some test for the WebRTC. WebRTC is much more smooth than the WebSocket, and is much more friendly for the developer. You don't need to care about the package, each package, and join each package together and play that. You don't need to talk with the very lower-end hardware, the speaker, the microphone. What you need to do is just set up the local SDP and request the remote SDP, set up the remote SDP, and then everything works. This is very nice. Another good news is it reduced the price by 16%, which is not. I hope they could reduce much more later. So because if they reduce this a lot, my chart, I have the real-time API core. This one will reduce a lot of cost. If people use this one, I can make some money because this one reduce a lot. Yeah, I like this feature. I encourage the developer trying to do some application with the real-time API, because even right now, is the price still very high, but later the price will cut a lot. Yeah. Also, the Google Gemini support that. Also support the real-time API, so you could switch between each other and compare the price and find out which one is better for you. Yeah. And I think this one we may have more work case or more scenario we could support. The next one is about the ability to make the phone call. I don't think this is very useful. You could build this by yourself with Twilio or something. With Twilio and the real-time API, I have the demo for this one. You can check my description of this video and find the link over there. Yeah, I don't think this is much very helpful. The next one about and the desktop version. Also, some improvement for the desktop version. That's pretty much the same as day 9. They could have the OpenAI to watch what you are doing and give you some suggestion or something. That's also for the consumer, so not anything new for the developer. O3, that's not a real release. It's just talk about the O3. So I don't have any comment for this one. We may have more comment for this one later. So overall, for me, I would say if OpenAI is doing something, like if they are doing the canvas, they are doing the internet search, if they are already doing something, I would like the developer may not need doing. If you're trying to build some product, I would like not doing that, because OpenAI is doing that. They will do. They are doing that for the consumer. They will doing that better than you. So even for like this one, if you want to build some generic purpose for the support, for generic purpose, not for the for some industry or for just a particular industry, I would like you do not do generic purpose for that, because OpenAI will do that and it will doing better than you anyway. So that is the first suggestion I would have. Like I do have a lot of feature OpenAI do not have before, but right now they have. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I hope OpenAI could give the developer more space, so developer could do more stuff, or the developer could build more product based on the API. Yeah. The next one is the Sora. Sora, I watch this. I keep eyes on this one for very long time, and finally released that. I also did some compare with the Clean. It seems it's doing better than the Clean. So I would recommend use this one if they could support the API, which is very nice. We could integrate it to your own application, and the price is probably is cheaper than the Kotlin or Runway. So by the way, the price text to image is even the image to the video. The price for the Runway is not cheap. It's very expensive. It's kind of like 20 cents per video. Just 5 seconds is 20. If I don't remember wrong, it's about 20 cents. So if Sora, I have another option I would like to try. The last one is WebRTC support. This is very useful. I will keep doing more video talk about this one, more demo about this one for different platform. Yeah, hopefully I will have that working very soon. Yeah, that is pretty much all for my summarize for this day 12. I hope I will build more video talk about more detail for this one and this one. Since I'm a developer, I am more focused on the development stuff, not the consumer stuff. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day.